Okay, we're continuing our theme, extreme leadership, defined as selfless, courageous influence that inspires lasting greatness in others. This is our third discussion on the topic of influence. How do we influence positively? And it's all about the capacity that we have to affect someone's behavior. Now, we've talked about solving problems, how important that is, and then we've talked about nonverbal communication. I really want to focus this session on our energy that you and I bring to hard situations. And the reason I keep going back to problems is because, number one, we face a lot of problems and challenges. And number two, I think it's one of the fastest ways to gain influence. And what I mean is when we can solve a problem, a difficult situation, we can gain influence faster. No matter where we are in the organization, we have problems. We are surrounded with problems. And so it gives us a wonderful opportunity to gain influence. We have opportunities every day to gain influence with the problems in our lives. And I think it's important for us to recognize the level of energy we're bringing, because we bring energy. And sometimes when we're handed a hard problem, a difficult situation that we don't agree with, we bring a negative level of energy. And it makes things worse. Don't know if you've realized this, but when you have a team of people with negative energy trying to conquer a problem, it's a downhill deal. It's hard. Morale is awful. However, when you have a difficult situation and you bring a high level of energy, you can make those difficult situations turn positive quicker. I can remember when we would have a very hard paving job. It could be that there was a lot of handwork involved, a lot of shoveling, manual labor, or a combination of that and extreme heat. It's very difficult in 90-degree weather working with 350-degree asphalt to do a lot of shoveling. It just zaps you. And I can remember it was always necessary for me as the leader to bring a very high level of energy when we're discussing that job. And I would set them up for success or failure depending on the level of energy that I, as the leader, brought to the table. And when I did it right, I would bring a high level of energy that really inspired. And that's the key. Go back to our definition of an extreme leader. And we're talking about selfless, courageous influence that inspires. Now, when we use a high level of energy in difficult situations, that's inspiring, encouraging, engaging and moving and influencing in a positive way. And I want you and I to be very aware of the level of energy we're bringing to difficult situations that we're trying to solve. So ask yourself this question. What level of energy are you bringing? And how are you affecting the people around you, your team, when it comes to difficult situations? Here's what I know. You and I are going to be given hard situations that are outside our control. In other words, decisions that are made for us, not by us. We don't agree with them. However, we have to deal with them. For me, as the owner of a construction company, it came from my client I was working with. They made a decision and I had to do something to make it happen in order to get paid. And here's the choice I had to make. How am I going to work on that? What level of energy am I bringing to help make this bad situation good? How hard am I going to work on this decision I don't like to make sure it does work? Because I've seen this happen over and over. The people that really work hard, even on a bad decision, it can turn out good. But sometimes, if we have a negative energy that affects the whole team, even good decisions turn out bad. And it's more, I believe, about the level of energy, influence, the positive mental state that we're in that will determine whether it's going to turn out good or bad. So I want to challenge you to really work extremely hard on the bad situations that you're handed in life, because you know they're coming. The challenge question is this. When you're handed a difficult decision that you don't agree with and you don't really like, how do you handle that? Do you bring a positive level of energy? Or are you complaining, whining about the decision and pointing out all of the reasons it won't work and can't work and shouldn't work and how the leader above you made a stupid choice? Because if that's what you're doing, it's going to fail. If you bring a high level of positive energy to even a bad decision, often it will succeed. It's all in the mindset of how we approach the problem. So I want to encourage us. Bring a high level of positive energy to conquering the problems that we have in our life and the problems that we're handed, and make the best of the situation.